Second baseman, number 1, Cesar Cisneros. Batting second, the right fielder, number 6, Sean Dunton. Batting third, the third baseman, number 15, Eon Tembrell. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 36, Tredell Blow. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 17, Matt Doherty. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 14, Ryan Alt. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 34, Matt Gagno. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 27, Jaron Harrison. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 7, Aaron LaFrancois. On the mound for the Hornets, number 32, Carlos Rodriguez. Led is coached by Cam Kerber. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the home Eagles of Husson University. Leading off the second baseman, number 6, Colin Marshall. Batting second, the third baseman, number 2, Preston Libby. Batting third, the first baseman, number 34, Cam Rendell. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 25, Matt Holmes. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 29, Liam Kelly. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 8, Hunter Curtis. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 17, Henry Losier. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 20, Trevor Poisson. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 12, Yates Emerson. On the mound for the Eagles, number 55, Avery Lawrence. Husson is coached by Zach Sugar. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise and honor America for the playing of our national anthem.
We welcome you in to the Husson Eagles Sports Network for what is promising to be not only a great weekend, but certainly a long one. Caden Trenwith alongside Jake Ouellette as we get ready for one of the best times of year, North Atlantic Conference playoff baseball, right here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Game number 1 features the home team, Husson Eagles, and they'll face the Linden Hornets, making their first playoff appearance since 2019. Jake, these are two teams. Linden's just hung around this entire season. They've split some tough doubleheaders, but they've taken some tough games, and they've pushed themselves to this 4 seed. And they're met with the first round matchup against the 6-time defending champions of the North Atlantic Conference.
Yeah, long season, 40 games. 40-plus games for some teams. It's a long stretch coming back into playoff time. The Eagles have been here before. They've done it before. They did it here last year. They've done it here the last 4 or 5 years in a row. They're going to face a scrappy Linden team, like you mentioned. A very scrappy team that's hung around all year. The Eagles went 3-1 against them this year, but the big lefty on the mound for Linden in Carlos Rodriguez is someone they did not see in the 2 matchups this season out of the 4 games, because both teams were playing off of doubleheaders or just rainouts, certain other aspects. But Avery Lawrence getting the ball here for the Eagles. The big start for the young gun. Carlos Rodriguez is a big guy. He's one of the best pitchers in the conference. Very well could win Player of the Year.
As we take a look at how the Eagles will line up defensively, more of the same from what we've seen from this team, especially down the stretch. Pretty much rocking with the same lineup. Poisson getting the DH role. Him and Kelly have been swip-swapping every once in a while. But Yates Emerson back in the lineup today, primary shortstop. We didn't get to see him last week. So I had the weekend off against Linden, against Umpy. Missed all 4 of those games, so he's getting his first action in a week and a half. A long conference. Normally they do this coaches conference before the national anthem, but they are halfway through it right now. Avery Lawrence hasn't even been able to throw a warm-up pitch quite yet.
This is going to be a good test matchup. Like Avery Lawrence is going to face a tough Linden lineup. Guys with some speed, guys with some power. Like coming into this one, Cesar Cisneros, 13 stolen bases on the year. He's a big piece at the top of this Linden order. It's very scrappy, and this pitching staff's great. Eagles also, they match up pretty well against the two teams. It'll be fun to see everything come together for this one, come together for the rest of the weekend.
The big names to look out for on this Linden starting lineup: Tredell Blow, the shortstop for this team, is putting together a great year, batting .305 with 2 home runs, 28 RBIs. He will be hitting in the 4-hole for the Hornets. And an interesting story, we talked about it a little bit, but obviously first appearance since 2019. Husson, 6-time, looking to be the 7-time defending champions in the North Atlantic Conference. But both these teams are vice versa on the young old side. Linden has more experience. They're a little bit older. Husson, a little bit younger, especially in the pitching staff.
Yeah, and it's going to be a real test here. We see Avery Lawrence taking his warm-ups now, but Avery Lawrence has been a guy that's very one up, one down kind of guy. What version of Avery Lawrence do we see here? All the pressure's built up now because you're the game one starter in the playoffs on a team that's trying to defend the championship again. It's going to be a real test. He's got to get the secondary stuff working. When he's on, the secondary stuff is really solid. The slider, the curveball, the changeup. If he's got to go a predominantly fastball kind of mix, this Linden team is going to destroy him.
Avery Lawrence, we didn't see a whole lot of him last year. Gets the start in his sophomore year. He's been very solid as of late. In his last 3 starts, picking up 3 wins against Bowdoin, Farmington, and Presque Isle. As Cisneros steps in, and the ball game begins. Avery Lawrence gets his sign, and the North Atlantic Conference tournament is underway. And the pitch, number 1 from Lawrence, is spit on in the dirt. 1-0. Cisneros, another name to look out for, batting .319 at the top of this lineup. Not a lot of extra base hits, just gets on base. 2 straight balls to Cisneros.
Yeah, like you mentioned, gets on base. Just a smidge under 450 on the on-base percentage. It's a guy that's got some speed. He'll leg out an infield grounder. We see Preston Libby playing a little bit in on the third base
Hot
bag.
shot to one of the returners, Colin Marshall, over to first. Rendell puts him away. 1 out in the inning off the hot shot from Cisneros. And the second lefty in this lineup, Dunton, playing right field today. Sophomore out of Quechee, Vermont. Another person batting .338. Avery Lawrence fires in his first strike.
Yeah, right now, the thing for Avery Lawrence, getting out ahead early here. He fell behind Cisneros. He got the first pitch strike here. That's when the secondary stuff can play, when he's ahead in the count. Lawrence has been a guy that's really developed those secondary pitches when he's ahead in the count. He doesn't like to throw them when he's out, when he's behind in a count.
The 0-2 from Lawrence, too high. These teams technically saw each other last week on Tuesday, week and a half ago. Had to do 2 makeup games. Eagles traveled all the way back to Linden. Ended up sweeping those 2 games, and that's one of the reasons they are able to host. Picking up those 2 wins against Linden, pushed them just past Cobleskill. And I know they wanted it bad. They had to go to Cobleskill this year, had to go to Linden this year, and they were done traveling.
The big thing with this conference is, like, we're going to lose SUNY Cobleskill as they're heading to SUNYAC. play with all the other SUNYAC schools in New York, but they didn't really have all of the travel time. With no Vermont State Johnson not having a baseball program, that's another school that kind of you travel to a lot in the other sports, like basketball in particular. But the road trips, the long road trips, and at the beginning of the season and the beginning of conference play as well.
Couple payoff pitches to Dunton has been spit off and fouled back behind us. It's been 2-2 now for a couple pitches as Lawrence looks in, shakes him off a couple times. Payoff pitch from the sophomore righty. Gets him swinging. Avery Lawrence, 1-2 so far. Picks up his first strikeout of the day.
Yeah, that's Lawrence going fastball, fastball, fastball. He's getting it fouled off, and he's late. Lawrence dropping in the changeup. The beautiful 2-2 pitch gets it below the knees. You got to throw that changeup's got to be below the knees. Lawrence does a really good job. It's a really good pitch when it is spotted well.
Anthem, another sophomore on this team. The first righty Lawrence will face, hitting .263 on the year, has a home run and 23 RBIs to his name. Nice breaking ball by Lawrence, drops in there across the plate, evens the count at once. This one fouled off, 1-2 coming to Trembrul.
Right now, Lawrence kind of really has his array of his arsenal, the fastball, the curveball, the changeup we've seen today. Got to throw something kind of away, off the plate, try and get a chase here.
This one in the dirt. Beautiful day in Bangor. Spring has finally sprung, 55 and sunny. That sun, though, beaming down on this baseball field, all turf here at the Winkin Sports Complex. The payoff pitch, another one fouled off. Rendell makes an effort, but that one's going in the stands as you hear the clunk from the seats here at the Winkin.
Very busy day here on campus with the North Atlantic Conference softball tournament that's already gotten kicked off underway. That started at 10 o'clock. Both Eagles teams hosting, gotten the 1 seeds.
Payoff pitch from Lawrence. No, too low. Looking to go 1-2-3 in the first inning. Set the tone for the Husson Eagles, but he is in a full count. It's Tembrul on a check swing that just gets fouled away.
Seen a lot of awkward swings so far from the Hornets. Lots of check swings, lots of indecisive kinds of swings. Really showing Avery Lawrence really hiding the ball well, and they're not picking it up till very late.
Another one fouled off. Now the Hornets are making Lawrence work here. A lot of pitches in this first inning. Doing a great job fighting off some pretty nice located fastballs from the sophomore. Gets him swinging. Avery Lawrence, 1-2-3. Go the Hornets. And the Eagles look to do some damage in the bottom half of the first. Caden Trennan with Jake Ouellette bringing you all the action on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. We welcome you back on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. The big lefty ace for the Hornets takes the mound in what is the graduate student's biggest start of his career.
The big lefty, 5-3 on the year, 4 complete games, 2.31 ERA for the lefty. Lots of run, lots of arm side run coming from the lefty.
Now Linden does hold the advantage here, as Rodriguez, one of the best pitchers in the North Atlantic Conference. I believe he was put up for pitcher of the year, as Marshall shoots this one over to the second baseman, flip over to Alt at first, and Cisneros scoops up the ball and puts Marshall away. But as I was saying, Rodriguez, one of the best pitchers in the North Atlantic Conference, 58.1 innings, only a 2.31 ERA, and he hasn't faced the Eagles yet.
A 7-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio from the lefty. 49 strikeouts to just 7 walks coming in. Very big on the control. Fastball runs arm side a lot.
Preston Libby with a hot shot over to the third baseman. Trembrul scoops it up, and he's called out on a very close play at first, and quickly 2 down in the inning.
Well, they don't call it the hot corner for a reason. That thing ate up Trembrul very quickly. He made a nice strong throw. Libby a good runner down the line as well. So our third base umpire is going to check on Trembrul. Looking like Nolan Arenado over there, swallowing it up, getting a good throw over.
Here's a guy that doesn't waste a pitch. Cam Rendell batting .357, super aggressive in the counts so far in this year, especially. Interested to see what he does, as that is only Rodriguez's 5th pitch. And you'd have to imagine the game plan is just get to that bullpen as quickly as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this one's shot up into the air, up in the clouds. Another tough play for Trembrul. If he wants it, doesn't make the play.
And it's the thing with having so many games in a tournament setting like this, is that if you chase Carlos Rodriguez, what's next? What's the game plan coming in for Linden? Do they go to Nathan Bigelow, who's also one of the top pitchers in this conference? But then you're going to have to pitch him later on when you're trying to keep your season alive. So it brings in a lot of different avenues, different coaching decisions, trying to come in, and you want to get as much as you can out of your starters throughout the entire tournament with all 4 teams.
1-2 count to Rendell. He's done a great job at least making this a little longer than he likes. That one's a close pitch. Rendell wasn't sure. He thought it was pretty 50-50. 2-2 count.
2 tough at-bats back-to-back here for the Eagles with Rendell and Holmes on deck.
Payoff pitch to Rendell. Another one that's kind of just an easy fly ball out to left field. Making the play on it and retiring the inning is LaFrancois. Eagles go quietly, 1-2-3, going to inning number 2. welcome you back on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Top of inning number 2, and stepping into the box is a very dangerous Treadell Lowe for the Hornets.
I told him you could have him first.
305 average, 2 homers on the year. One of the big power bats in the middle of his Hornets order.
Hold his head on that one. A big cut from Blow makes it 0-1. Lawrence is locked in. He's getting that ball and is immediately put back on the rubber. He is ready to pitch.
Combo is
And once you get into this big playoff environment, you get into a rhythm. Lawrence got into a rhythm. He liked what he saw. He liked the way his off-speed pitches were working, and that's really, you got to get the ball and go. It's not a matter of trying to get home. It's a matter of, this is the rhythm that you've got. This is the rhythm you're comfortable with. And Avery Lawrence throughout the year has been a majority, a pretty fast pitcher, fast working pitcher.
The payoff pitch to Blow. Little chopper over to Libby at third. It will be foul. Just on the left-hand side of that third base bag. Linden does a great job just fighting off these payoff pitches from Lawrence. Can't fight off that one. Lawrence got 3 Ks and 4 batters. The sophomore is cooking.
Good fastball, high and away. Going back, lots of slow pitches on the inside part of the plate. Blow has been pretty out in front. Just throw the gas right past him on the outside half of the plate. Lawrence is doing a real good job mixing speeds, mixing locations here early.
Matt Doherty steps in. The graduate student joined this program back in 2020. Injuries have kept his NCAA eligibility along with that COVID year. But his 7th season with the Hornets and his first playoff action. And what is bound to be his last year in the uniform. This one fouled off, makes it 1-2 in Avery Lawrence's favor.
Lawrence really having the ability to work however he chooses. We've seen off speeds for strikeouts. We've seen fastballs for strikeouts.
Payoff pitch from Lawrence. This one's ripped into left field right in front of Low CA. And the Hornets get their first base runner of the day.
First baseman, number 14, Ryan Alt.
It's a good swing, kind of just left it out over the plate a little bit. And you can't make mistakes like that too. These big hitters in the middle of this Hornets order, they're going to make you pay. And Doherty right there rips the ball into left field.
So the graduate student from Linden is responsible for the first base runner and base hit in the NAC tournament.
Hi, Mary.
Maybe has a chance to be the first run. This one, first pitch, Alt likes. He swings it right at Matt Holmes, who only had to move a little bit to his glove side, and 2 gone in the top of the second.
Good bounce back at bat there on the mound for Lawrence. He's throwing strikes, trusting his fielders back there. Eagles have been a pretty good defensive team throughout the year.
Matt Gagne steps in. A little bit more of a quieter year for Gagne compared to his career averages. Was averaging a 272 before this year. Only a 192 at the plate this year. But only 67 at-bats. Probably some injuries mixed in there as well. I know everybody that normally plays every day is up near 120 now, so half the sample size we're used to seeing for an everyday player. .3-0 count quickly here to Gagne. He shows bunt, pulls back, free strike for him. makes it a 3-1 count. This has kind of been when Avery Lawrence has problems. This is where it's been, those two out, and then immediately starts walking some guys, losing a little bit of control. But he does a great job fighting back in this one, making it a full count with 2 outs. Doherty will be on the move over at first.
Kind of the scenario that we've seen a lot of these young pitchers get into. They start out well, and then one guy gets on base, and then it kind of starts to crumble. But these guys later on in the year have been able to kind of work on that and get back into it without letting it snowball up into bigger.
Lawrence can't locate this fastball, and now 2 base runners will be on for Harrison. Harrison 198 on the year. However, he can cause damage with that 198. How about 3 home runs and 17 RBIs to his name? So the batting average isn't there, but the other numbers are very eye-popping.
He's also added 7 stolen bases onto the season as well. It's a guy that's a dual threat, both in the box and on the base paths.
Avery Lawrence sends the first pitch high and outside. The second pitch in. Gets him swinging. Kelly couldn't find it as it popped out of his glove for just a second, but able to control it. No base runners advance. Avery Lawrence is going to get called for a pitch clock violation. So I'll make it a 2-1 count. Lawrence looking for an explanation, I think.
Pitch clock at this level is it's a lot of umpire determined. The umpires really have the say. Sometimes it might be a quick count, sometimes it might not be. You never really know where you're at in a pitch count, in a pitch clock situation here at this level.
Payoff pitch from Lawrence. A nice little poke out to Emerson. Gloves it up, flips it over to Marshall. Some runners get on, but no damage done from the Hornets as we head to the bottom of inning number 2.
Leading off for the Eagles in the bottom of the second.
Matt Holmes will step in. He will lead off the bottom of the second for the Eagles. And if you want a guy that can change a trajectory of a game with one swing of the bat, this is the guy for the Eagles.
Holmes has been a guy that's really turned his season around. Last year, very high on the strikeout numbers. this year, the walks and the strikeout numbers have gone to a similar range. They're not exactly the same, but they're a lot closer together than they were in years past.
Takes a big cut at that one, evens the count at ones, but Matt Holmes averaging .433 with 8 home runs, 52 RBIs on his junior campaign. A lot of movement up the historical records as well, as he moved solo second for home runs in the Husson University career. Only trailing former teammate Jackson Curtis. That one just missed on the outside part of the plate. 2-2 the count.
It's also, I believe, the first time we haven't seen a full-on shift for Matt Holmes. A lot of times shortstop's playing on the other side of second.
First time feel like we've seen Rodriguez trailing in a count. 3-2. Big cut on that one, and Matt Holmes goes down swinging.
Really good pitch there from Rodriguez on the lower outside third of the plate. It's the veteran experience, being able to come back from a count down 3-2 and finding your pitch on the corner, getting a really good hitter to strike out.
Liam Kelly, the freshman, having a tremendous freshman year. Become the primary catcher this year, batting .343 with an OPS of 1.013. Again, it's been pretty off and on for him. See him DH a couple games, see him catching a lot of them. But the primary catcher down the stretch for sure, swapping catching and DH duties with Poisson, who we'll see in just a second.
He's also a guy that's been really solid defensively behind the plate. You've seen a lot of guys throwing out a lot of runners on the base pass, keeping a lot of things in front. He's really working well with this young pitching staff.
3-1 count to Liam Kelly. Rodriguez looks in. Kelly, soft contact, foul territory. Alt's running onto it and makes the out. The Eagles have gone down 5 in a row, all in order. Yet to have a base runner yet. A lot of soft contact, too, other than that Libby one. The third baseman, Trembrul, just scooped it up somehow and then made the out over at first.
It's a lot of stuff that's running away towards the right-handed batters. You're right there, the fastball just running off arm side. It's generating a lot of balls hit on the end of the bat or in the inside part of the bat.
The 1-1 count to Hunter Curtis. His first time up to the plate. We thought Avery Lawrence was working quick, but Rodriguez might be working even faster.
Rodriguez doing a real good job getting the ball, finding his spots.
Tyler Linden infield started going right back to the dugout. They thought that one was a strike, but it will be a ball, evening it up at 2s. Hunter Curtis rips this one. Trembrul can't make the play on that. And the Eagles get their first base runner turning and heading for 2. Hunter Curtis gets an extra base hit. And that is what you needed out of your senior bat.
Yeah, and Hunter Curtis is a guy that's been heating up late as of late. There's a stretch there where he wasn't in the line. He was in and out of the lineup trying to get something going. But we've mentioned it every time that we do a game here. When the weather turns and it starts getting good and it starts heating up, Hunter Curtis starts heating up as well.
Henry Lossier has had some big swings this year for the Eagles. How about 2 walk-offs for him? One of those being just a single knock against Thomas, and I believe the other one you were on the call for against Leslie.
I was on, but yeah, I called both of them. We called the Thomas one together.
Left fielder batting .282 on the year. Pickoff attempt for Curtis. Rodriguez just stepping off, checking on him for a second.
It's a smart play there from Rodriguez. Since he threw the baseball, it doesn't count as against the disengagement rules that we have here in the collegiate level.
This one, another soft pop-up, but it is going into the stands. Henry Losier coming off a big weekend against the Umpy Owls. Went 9 for 11 at the plate, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, 4 walks, and 4 stolen bases. Helped his average climb to .333. The 0-2. Too high. Here's Losier with a rip, but a nice glove by Blow. And just like that, the inning ends despite the double. No 2-out rally for the Eagles, and we'll head to the top of the third. We welcome you back to the top of the third inning, LaFrancois. And then we return to the top of the order for the Hornets. One thing to keep an eye on, Avery Lawrence's pitch count. Through 2 innings, already at 41 pitches. Hasn't even gone through the order yet. I have to imagine he's got the green light to keep going, but obviously 3 games with, if you win out 3 games, and then one of them would have to be a championship Saturday, you'd probably want your go-to guy on the mound. This one, a soft liner right up the middle of the infield. Marshall, backhand play. Rendell can't stretch. He had the ball in his glove. I didn't think he got it the way he acted when he went down, but he did pick it. Just wasn't in time. So the first runner aboard.
Cameron Dell's been really solid.
Yeah, he has.
First base.
I did not think he had that in his glove the way. I thought the first base coach was pointing to go 2. I don't know if he was trying to fake it or not.
I like this situation.
A back pick from Kelly. Safe over there at first is LaFrancois. They're expecting him to go.
Yeah, Cisneros showing bunt as well. A little bunt and run action potentially.
Still showing bunt. Cisneros takes it away. Kelly with the gun in the back pocket of Emerson, though, not able to turn around and get the tag on in time. So a stolen base for the left-handed left fielder.
Stolen base number 1 on the year for LaFrancois.
Still showing bunt, trying to get the runner 90 feet away. First real danger threat for Lawrence here in this game. A runner did get to second, but that was with 2 outs. Now he's got a runner on second with no outs. That one just missed the zone, a 3-1 count now.
Not necessarily the worst thing in the world if Cisneros ends up at first base here with the base open.
Still showing bunt, pulled back again, and he will get walked. 5-pitch walk for Cisneros, and now 2 runners aboard with none out here in the top of the third.
Situation here, you would much rather trade two outs for the guy at 90 feet away here. Try and get something on the ground, let the infield do its work.
Dunn struck out in his first one. This time he lays down a bunt. Lawrence is forced to come off the mound. This one's going to be close. He is out over there at first. Another close play that the hitting team doesn't necessarily agree with, but he did his job effectively. Moving up the runners 90 feet, and Linden is on the brink of breaking open this game.
That was a really well-placed bunt there from Dunton. Knowing that Libby's got to stay home on that one, getting the ball down the line, making it put it in a good position to get both runners up here.
And they do it with 3 and 4. Tembrule up now. He struck out in his first attempt, and then Blow on deck. Unless a pretty crazy double play, we'll see Iglesi Blow for the Hornets. Lawrence loses the first 2 pitches in this battle, 2-0 for the sophomore as he takes a look at the scoreboard.
It's been a while since we've seen a first pitch strike from Avery Lawrence. Losing the command here.
This one, a nice little pop-up over to Curtis. He's running in on it. This one is definitely going to be close. Running quickly to home. The throw. He's going to get called for obstruction. I think the throw was there, but obstruction at the plate. And he will be safe.
Yeah, that's the right call there. Kelly didn't give him a lane to slide. Saw the collision there. Kelly's getting his explanation.
Zach Sugar comes out of the dugout. He's going to want a little bit of an explanation as well. I think he was safe either way, in my opinion. I think the obstruction is just a little bit extra. I mean, no offense to the umps. He was safe from our point of view. Yeah. He was safe either way. I don't think the obstruction mattered all that much.
Absolutely. It was a good throw, too, from Hunter Curtis. Just got to give – it's the Buster Posey rule. You got to give the guy a lane to slide in. Kelly did not block the plate there.
So Linden breaks open the game. They now hold a 1-0 advantage. And they still got a duck on the pond out there, and Blow will try to bring him around. Fredell Blow, again, 28 RBIs on the year for him. And a quick 2-0. Avery Lawrence falling deeply behind in these counts so far.
This is what we talked about before first pitch. You got to get ahead in the counts early. Once you fall behind quickly and often.
6-0 before getting bounced from the tournament against Thomas. That was in 2019, back when the Eagles started this 6-year run, and a big strikeout from Avery Lawrence gets him out of the inning. But the Hornets score 1, and they hold the advantage going to the bottom half of the inning, number 3. We welcome you back on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. The Eagles have to break through on Rodriguez. He has looked dominant so far. A lot of not so hard contact, even the hit that he allowed, the one hit that he has allowed so far. Just kind of a slow roller that got past the third base bag. This bottom of the lineup, definitely one of the top in the North Atlantic Conference. This 8-9 combo of Poisson and Emerson, both of which have provided some sparks for this Eagles offense.
Big curveball there from Rodriguez. We talked about it off air, but this guy has been as advertised. And it's really showing. Eagles not putting up some good at-bats here early in the first 2+. It's a guy they haven't seen yet this year.
Payoff pitch from Rodriguez. Just misses the outside part of the strike zone. Evens the count at 2. Poisson's been able to come off the bat, especially off the bench, and especially in this DH role, put together some solid ABs. This one, he's going to rip it out to left field. Tracking back on it is LaFrancois, and that is the first out of the bottom of inning number 3.
Good swing there from Poisson, like just getting underneath the ball a little bit. Good swing. It's a good sign for what's to come here. Hopefully the Eagles can continue to put up some good swings. This team, once they get the good swings going, they get the good swings to fall. This team, snowball effect on the offense.
Emerson looks at strike number 1. Emerson didn't play last week. We haven't seen him in a week and a half. Getting his first AB since the Linden series last Tuesday. And he looks at strike number 2.
Hopefully this weekend off from Emerson's kind of a reset. He's kind of been slumping a little bit heading into that Linden series.
And this one just a slow roller over to Tembrul, and it skips by Alt. Emerson's going to advance to second on the error. And hey, when Rodriguez is pitching like that, you can take base runners however you get them. And now Emerson will be on second as Colin Marshall in the top of the order step in.
Yeah, kind of just choked the throw there was Tembrul. It was a friendly hop over there for Alt. Just couldn't dig it out.
Marshall has had an RBI, at least one RBI in his last 9 games. Has been quite a critical stretch for him when before that little 10-game win streak started for this Eagles team. He was kind of on the back end of it. I mean, he was leading off the order, but we didn't really see much of what he was capable of, but he has turned it on as of late. That one's going to get away from Gagno, and advancing 90 feet is Emerson. And Marshall has a chance to extend that streak to 10.
Beautiful dirt ball read there from Yates. Emerson at second base, saw the pitch all the way, took off. Now Marshall just got to get something up into the outfield as the infield plays in.
That one just misses the outside corner. That error could come back to haunt this Linden team. And errors have been quite the story for them so far, as much as pitching and their hitting has been. It's kind of been the errors that have held them back in some games. 78, that one was their 79th error on the year. A lot of unearned runs. And Colin Marshall puts a nice little swing on it, puts it into center field. Make it 10 games in a row with an RBI for Marshall, and he evens this game at 1.
Yeah, good swing there from Marshall, getting the ball over the shortstop's head into left center. Now this top of the order with 2, 3, and 4 with some speed on. Little flashbacks to last year, Colin Marshall in the playoffs. Getting the offense started from the 9 spot this year. He's starting it up at the 1 spot.
Preston Libby steps in. He's someone who's been dominating in his last 10 games, and he drops that one right in front of LaFrancois. And the Eagles, hey, they just need to get punched in the teeth a little bit. Allow that one run, and then they get going. It's kind of been the story for the Eagles so far this year. They get behind in a game, and all of a sudden, they have one huge inning, and they're right back in it. Last week, they put together, especially on Sunday, I believe they put up 36 runs.
Yeah, exactly. It's a team that just needs a good old punch in the mouth, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Putting together some good little swings. Preston Libby, someone in his last 10 games, batting .380 with 16 RBIs. Nearly, I think it tripled pretty much his hit total in that 10-game span. He had 5 RBIs entering that span as well. Now sitting at 21. Two-time back-to-back Rookie of the Week entering those last 2 weeks of the season. But stepping in, Cameron Dell. He's looking to score. Marshall, good glove over there by Cisneros. And another close play that's not in favor of the hitting team. Cisneros with a beautiful glove. I mean, that's a critical out.
Yeah, critical out indeed. Being able to kind of get around. Cisneros was kind of playing in the hole, you know, the Joey Gallo area where the shift used to be. If he was playing a normal second base, that ball sneaks into right field for a base hit and probably scores a run or two.
Matt Holmes struck out in his last appearance, but this is one where they really need him. That one goes right across the Husson letters. And it will be called for strike number 1.
Cisneros playing in that same kind of deep second base, shallow right field hole again.
Big swing by Matt Holmes makes it 0-2. Seems some unconventional swings from Matt Holmes in his first 2 ABs. Haven't really seen him a lot this year. That one on the outside in the other batter's box.
You don't see too many lefties, especially power lefties like Rodriguez. The lower three-quarter slot hides the ball fairly well.
That one low, evens the count at 2s. Leading run 90 feet away for the big power threat. Normally we see Matt Holmes walked in this scenario intentionally. Fourth-year head coach Cameron Curler must have liked what he saw from his graduate pitcher in that first AB, trusting him here.
Yeah, and I think you'd be more inclined to walk Matt Holmes here in a playoff situation.
Payoff pitch, that one high above the letters. Matt Holmes backs away, evens the count 3-2. Great job by Matty. Getting the count back to full.
Base hit here. This place is going to explode.
Everybody seems to be on the edge of their seats for number 25 in the box. That one outside. So he ends up getting walked. Had to do a little bit more effort for it, but he's on board all the same, like we thought he would be. Big opportunity for the freshman Liam Kelly. Bases juice for number 29.
Put some good swings on the baseball here the last week and a half, 2 weeks. It's a matter of time before his big moment comes around.
I know we talked about it a little bit in the office the other day, but he was put up for Rookie of the Year, but that one seems to be a pretty open and shut case with Rychek from Thomas just dominating the league right now.
We saw him about a month and a half ago, and it was really cold. Yeah. And he hit a ball out, I think, in like 4 seconds.
But it's safe to say, with a little bias on the Husson Eagles Sports Network, that this freshman class has a chance to be pretty legendary for this Eagles squad. Especially pairing that with the sophomore class. The Eagles have a great base for the future. A lot of players from this number 1 seeded team have eligibility for next year, and Liam Kelly is in a 3-0 count with the bases loaded.
And there's a lot of guys that are going to be coming in. We don't know the names yet, but usually there's 2, 3, 4 guys that are really solid players that come in, and they're going to contribute next year as well.
The 3-0 count well outside. The game-leading run, Colin Marshall, comes across to score, and it is 2-1 Eagles. Rodriguez walked him in, and it's going to be a quick conference here. I can tell you one of those names that I know folks around here are pretty excited for.
Hit me.
The third Curtis brother.
Well, they got 2 for 2 on the Curtis name out of Ellsworth.
Good. Good.
Some are saying it's going to be better than both of them. Some are saying.
No pressure.
Yeah, it's not like your brother is arguably the best player that's ever stepped through this program.
Center fielder, number 8, Hunter Curtis.
Here's the middle brother, Hunter Curtis, looking for a big swing here after the pitching conference from head coach Cameron Curler for the Linden Hornets. A big opportunity for the senior. Had a double in his first AB. He was the first one to be credited with a hit for this Eagles squad.
You know. I hear you.
Tembro also pinching the third base line.
No, you don't.
A little more than usual. And the infield's kind of shift towards the third base side.
That one was a real awkward swing from Curtis. Looked to be well in front of it. And it is a quick 0-2 count. Swings right through it. 3-pitch strikeout to Hunter Curtis. And just like that, Rodriguez gets himself out of it here in the bottom of the third. But the Eagles take the lead. Avery Lawrence back out for his 4th inning of work. Currently sitting at 57 pitches, the young sophomore. Somewhat of a pitcher's duel before that third frame, and then the bats started to get going a little bit. Here's a guy who broke open the hit column.
Lawrence.
Matt Doherty.
Lawrence needs a real good bounce back inning here. A longer second frame on the mound, getting that first pitch strike, which we haven't seen in a while.
Single in the last AB for Doherty. It evens the count at 1 here, spitting on that one in the turf.
Linden dugouts, very active. Very night and day difference on the two sides.
1-2 from Lawrence. Cut on and missed. The 5th strikeout of the day for Avery Lawrence. That is a big one, getting that first K after a very long frame.
Real good bounce back at bat there, like you mentioned. Getting the swing and miss. He's got a lot of whiffs here. StatCast numbers would probably look pretty solid on that.
We need North Atlantic Conference savant.
Yes. I agree.
I would love to have the iPad in front of me just on that North Atlantic Conference savant page.
The whiff numbers.
Ryan Alt sends this one foul, 0-2 count.
Ryan Gardner's savant page would be very dark red. There'd be a lot of dark red on that page.
252 on the year for Alt, 0 for 1 today. And this one, a little dribbler over to Libby, set and throw over to Randell, and 2 gone in the inning.
Catcher, number 34.
Defense continuing to play a difference for this Eagles team. Preston Libby is a shorter guy over there, but he's got a fire hose of a right arm. Every time he throws the ball across the diamond, I'm like, whoa, jeez.
Gagnon steps in, worked himself a walk last time, and he's loving the first pitch. He drills it out to Hunter Curtis, just camped under it with ease. 1, 2, 3, go the Hornets. Eagles get themselves quickly back in the dugout looking to do some more damage. Eagles looking to do some damage with the bottom half of their order. Losier, Poisson, and Emerson all due up.
Number 17, Henry Losier.
Come on. I love this walk-up song.
It's a great walk-up song.
Losier's got the swagger, man.
Only guy to not hit in that last frame. Felt left out.
Had some good contact last time, just lined it straight into the shortstop's glove. He is quickly in a 1-0 count. Another one fouled off. I feel like I say this every time, but Losier is not a guy that we really talk about enough. I feel like he's just a good 282 hitter. He's just the perfect 7-hole guy for this Eagles lineup. A lot of damage when you go Rendell, Holmes, Kelly Curtis, and then you go Henry Losier. Very underrated season. He's put together some quality swings for this Eagles team. And on top of that, super fast base path demon.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that just does his job. Kind of like back in the 2018 Sox days with Andrew Benintendi. Kind of guy that just, he does his job. In, day out, does his job in the box, does his job in the field.
Pulled his head on that one, even the count at 2-2. Payoff pitch from Rodriguez is going to be fouled off. Good job fighting from Losier. Another payoff pitch. That one in the other batter's box. Linden loved it.
Lots of good at-bats for the Eagles as of late. Second full count of the day.
Full count pitch, Losier. Nice little foul off on top of the press box up here at the Lincoln Sports Complex. Good AB from Losier so far. And this one's going to be a nice little blooper. Can it come down? It will. Losier is aboard. Takes a big turn at first, but he will retreat right into the, what I like to call the Bermuda Triangle out there, where everything just seems to fall.
Cisneros almost made a real nice play on
Yeah, I
that
thought
as well.
he had it at first until I saw it bounce off the turf. Blow, Cisneros, and Harrison all coming in on it. No one was able to make the play. And the first single of the playoffs. A nice little check on the runner there by Rodriguez. So the first single of the playoffs for Losier, and he is aboard, and he is dangerous when he is. 14 stolen bases this year. Like I said at the last inning, this 7-8-9 just seems to provide a lot of spark. I mean, they do it in varying ways as too. Technically, all those runs were unearned in the last inning. So that was a very effective pickoff attempt, not for the fact that they got Losier, but the fact that Poisson originally squared. So now Linden can go into the bunt defense here in a 1-1 count. He squares again. This one, not a bunt that Zach Sugar will be happy with. That one went, that's a dangerous one. That one was lucky it wasn't in play.
Small ball leagues.
That one was more of a line drive. I think if he squared that thing up, it would have gone to the outfield.
Base hit to right field.
Another pickoff attempt on Losier, the third one in this AB.
Very short one-way lead there for Losier. Being able to get back quickly.
As someone who was pretty much in a baseball lineup just to steal bases, I hated going against lefties.
Did you get picked off one too many times?
No, but
Normally
my leads just weren't as big because I was more scared.
Normally that's the excuse when people say they don't like when lefties are on the mound.
No,
They got picked
no.
off one too many times.
A swinging bunt, but it hit Poisson. He tried to play it off the best of his ability, but right off the top of his foot. I don't think that one would have been called if he didn't feel it as much as he did.
Yeah.
That one was a very late dead ball call.
I think it was because Poisson kind of just hobbled. It didn't really. I think if he went out of the box quickly, it probably would have been a hit.
I think they both would have been safe too. But he'll retreat for the 2-2. And he pops this one up there with the sun. Who's got it? It's dropping. It drops. Nobody touched it though, so it's a foul.
Oh, that's such an unfortunate break. That's so unfortunate for the Eagles.
A heads-up play behind the plate from Gagno. As Trevor Poisson will have to retreat for another 2-2 pitch. So we've had a dead ball, swinging dead ball that hit Poisson on the top of the foot that he probably would have been safe on. And then that play right there, which would have had both runners on with no outs. And this one he drills, but it is going to be a home run foul. Oh, what an AB from Trevor Poisson right now.
Someone give me the MLB The Show graphic on that. Right in the corner. Perfect foul ball. And it was funny because I was going to say he's just going to go deep here right before that pitch.
Two good swings from him today, and he ends it with a strikeout. What an AB from the 8-hole hitter.
That is called Shenanigans. Man, what craziness. Chicaneries at the Winkin.
So all in a 2-2 count. He fouled the ball off the top of his foot that nobody realized until he hobbled out of the box, and then they called it a dead ball.
Perfect foul ball.
The other one is a pop-up straight up inside the clouds, drops fair, but then they let it go foul. Everybody retreats. Everybody would have been safe. And then the third one is a long, perfect foul ball home run distance, and then he strikes out on the fourth 2-2 pitch. What an AB from Trevor.
Isn't that the most like Husson Eagles at bat of all time, though?
It is. We have a 1-0 count to Yates Emerson. Another check on Losier, who doesn't appear to be going, but they don't like his speed over there from number 17. That one in there, a low strike call.
Not a lot of teams do. When UMF was up here, I think they picked off 147 times over 4 games.
UMF did have more pickoff attempts than pitches thrown at one point, I do fear. As Yates Emerson puts a little bloop on this one. And everybody will move up 90 feet. Good swinging by Yates Emerson. Runners at second and first as we return to the top of the order.
They don't ask how, they ask how many. It goes into the book as a single either way. Little jam shot into that left center Bermuda Triangle.
So Eagles had a lot of quality contact the second time through the order, especially at the top. And that's what we have here. The third time through the order now for Colin Marshall. And that one fouled off. It looked like we'd have quite a pitching duel in those first 2 frames, and then all of a sudden, things started to get away. Carlos Rodriguez is now at 80 pitches. He entered that third inning with, I believe, just under 30. 2 long innings for the graduate student. Another hard contact by Marshall. 6-4. They're going to call obstruction over there. Yates Emerson slid into Cisneros, and it will be an obstruction double play.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
So the second obstruction call on the Eagles today. Fans in front of us are not happy. Sugar just walks back to the dugout very slowly. You can tell he's not happy. But some fireworks, but no damage done from the Eagles. Still hit 2-1 as we go to the top of the 5th.
Leading off for the Hornets in the top of the 5th inning, the center fielder, number 27, Jaron Harrison.
Welcome you back on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Caden Trenowith alongside known New Yorker Jay Coulette.
I don't qualify myself from those people that live down on the island.
Showing bunt, but will rip one anyway. Emerson will make the play. Weird AB from Harrison. Normally provides a little bit more pop. That time showed bunt, pulled it back, put the swing on it, right at Yates Emerson over at shortstop. One pitch, one gone.
This is exactly what you need from Avery Lawrence here. You need him to get deep into a ball game.
Another show bunt. Bottom of the order, they're just trying to get on any way they can right now. Francois shows bunt again. That one outside. Evens the count at ones.
Interesting idea here, having both guys show. I'm sure we'll see Cisneros do it as well.
How about a nice blooper from Cisneros? Or LaFrancois, excuse me. You confused me, man.
I'm sorry.
Man, I ruined his bloop single call.
Second baseman number 1, Cesar Cisneros.
We saw LaFrancois take off last time. He was the one run that came across for the Hornets so far. Interested to see what we'd have here. First two batters showed bunt early. Cisneros did show bunt in that first AB. Or in that last AB, but ended up walking. Three hits on the day for the Hornets, 2 of them for the man at first base. He takes off again. Liam Kelly can't get him. Another throw that seemed to just a little miscommunication between Kelly and Emerson. Kelly was pretty locked down behind the plate last week, and this time too kind of throws that one awry in the back pocket for Emerson. And another stolen base to LaFrancois.
That one kind of caught the Eagles off guard. Emerson got over late.
Well, it's weird. The Eagles, that's the second time LaFrancois is gone. And here's a rip over to Holmes. They'll cut 4, but LaFrancois will stop at third, excuse me. He has done a lot of damage today. The man standing at third base. Just a nuisance on the base paths.
Might as well put a line to second base for Cisneros, as he has a base open ahead of him.
Now here's the thing, though. We've seen the Eagles be very aggressive in this scenario. Sometimes they throw down to second. Sometimes they'll just snap throw it straight at third. Showing bunt, and it will be a bunt. A suicide squeeze here is what they call it. And it'll be an RBI for Dunton. You don't really see that much in today's game.
Yeah, the safety squeeze there, getting something going. Wanted to make sure the bunt got down before he took off.
But evens the game up at 2, a very important run for the way the Eagles have been swinging it. But it's been a relatively quick inning.
Yeah.
Not a lot of pitches for Avery Lawrence so far. But a one run comes across. In what is now a 2-2 ball game. We are officially just about halfway through. Got to go the full 9 innings. That one across the lettering for a strike.
Tembrell drove in the opening run of the contest with a sac fly in the third. Where we saw our first obstruction call of the game.
Yeah, we've seen 3 of them on the Eagles today. Two of them.
2 of them.
My bad, 2 of them.
I was like, wait, where's the third?
2-1 count to the 3-hole hitter. Off-speed pitch that just misses the inside part of the plate.
Kind of a tight zone behind the plate today.
Five-pitch walk. And now 2 runners will be aboard for the Hornets. And what is turning in to be a very dangerous frame for the Eagles.
Yeah, seeing Cisneros kind of dancing off of second base there. Maybe getting to the head of Avery Lawrence a little bit. But this is a big spot here for the 4-hitter.
Good luck against Blow today for Lawrence. Second time to the plate and 2 strikeouts. Meets him with a strike in the first pitch of at-bat number 3. Looks over the runner at second. This one is going to be a hard contact over to Matt Holmes, ranging over to his right and making the play. The Hornets evened it up in the top of the 5th inning. We'll see what the Eagles can do in response. We welcome you back to the bottom of the 5th. Libby, Rendell, and Holmes all due up for the Eagles. Rodriguez still out there. Has been a little bit of movement down there in the Linden bullpen as Rodriguez already got 81 pitches and some damage was done in the last 2 frames against him. Mike Redman is the one up and moving for the Hornets.
Another one of these upperclassmen arms for this Leslie squad.
This Linden squad.
Linden, correct. Leslie's playing softball today. I'm just out of it, I guess.
No, they're not playing softball today.
They were here last weekend.
Yeah, they were here last. I'll give you that.
And they're green. Both teams are green.
2-1 pitch to Libby. Puts a nice little swing on it over to Blow at shortstop. The throw across the field to Alt gets Libby sent down. So Redmond was up and moving around, but that bullpen has got relatively quiet. A couple guys just getting loose, getting the blood flowing, but no one's actually over there throwing at the moment. Justin Rodriguez, at least for the bottom of the 5th.
Lots of low throws coming from this left side of the Linden infield.
Not a lot of damage done from Cameron Dell today. Lined out to left field and then got honestly robbed of a base hit over there on his last AB.
Big sweeper finding the zone. Haven't seen too many big sweepers.
Two-one pitch to Rendell. Little low. That one bounced off the turf pellets.
Just a smidge.
Another one that he's going to be robbed of. Second baseman playing deep. Cisneros there to glove it and send Rendell back to the dugout.
Cisneros basically playing shallow right field.
We mentioned in the first inning they didn't have much of a shift on, but Cisneros definitely does.
He's playing in that Joey Gallo spot. Before the league decided to not have fun with shifts anymore.
I will tell you, with the left side of the infield playing rather straight up, I feel like this is the best way to play Matt Holmes. You let him hit the middle one. If he hits that, then, hey, he was going to get a base hit anyway. But playing him like this, you're taking away, he's able to attack that opposite field as well as anybody, especially when the shift is on. But in this scenario, they have the shift on because you know that the ball's going to come off the bat at a Mach 3. But then you're also playing that left side straight up in case, so just so he knows he can't go to the opposite field.
Yeah, and I've been down on the field a couple times, and all these teams have all these analytics and percentiles and where people hit the ball the most. And Matt Holmes' sheet, Linden's playing it perfectly. It's that ball down the right first base line, or it's the ball played out into deep right, shallow right field where Cisneros is playing.
Big swing at that one, gets Matt Holmes gone. And 1, 2, 3 go the Eagles. And the Hornets look to add, maybe even take the lead on the top of the 6th.
Sixth inning, the designated hitter, number 17, Matt Doherty.
Matt Doherty stepping in the top of inning number 6. 2-2 our ball game, all squared. In game number 1 of the North Atlantic Conference tournament action, we thank you for tuning in to the Husson Eagles Sports Network, where you will find both softball and baseball North Atlantic Conference tournament live streams, all brought to you by the students of Husson University.
All weekend.
All weekend long.
Today, tomorrow, Saturday. All weekend.
I should say students and alumni. I had to call in a lot of favors this weekend.
That is true.
With a lot of ball games. I believe had the chance of getting to 20. And 3-pitch strikeout, Avery Lawrence. Picking up another K on the day.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Matt Doherty sending back to the bench.
Six strikeouts for the young sophomore in his first playoff start. This one, just a weak dribbler over to Emerson. Scoops it up, throw on the run. Why not? 4 pitches and 2 gone with a strikeout. Good start to inning number 6 for Avery Lawrence.
Phenomenal.
Now Matt Gagne will step in. I'm sure the sign for him is take at least 2 of them.
Well, the last pitch he probably should have taken. He hit out to center field, so.
Strike number 1. That one looked to be a little bit of an off-speed dropper. Finding the inside part of the plate for Lawrence. And this one is going to be popped up shallow outfield. Marshall camped under it. 6-pitch inning for Avery Lawrence. Gets the Eagles right back to the dugout. And these are the innings that, short inning for the Eagles on defense.
Yep.
Now Rodriguez has to come right back out. It just feels like one long inning for him. He just got a little breather and a water break in between.
Yeah, and Rodriguez is about to start this inning at 96 pitches. He's going to start inning number 6 with a big old 9-6 on the pitch count, and there's still nothing out. A couple guys getting loose, but nobody's throwing out there yet. Nobody's throwing on the other end as well.
SUNY Copelskill has arrived. They will face Thomas in our 4 o'clock game.
Ish.
Yeah, whenever.
4 o'clock-ish.
Those timelines are just rough estimates. It's basically just 45 minutes after the first game ends is when we were told.
Which the 2 of us will be on the call for.
We're here all day.
All day.
3 games today, and you have to listen to me and Jake for all of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we apologize.
If you'd want to hear some different voices, I'd recommend checking out softball.
It's a rotating schedule over there. Those games go by pretty quickly as well.
I believe UMF took game number 1, game number 2 between Cobleskill and Umpy is going on right now. Jake will get you that score in just a second.
Yes, I will.
Depending on how fast he can type, it might be more like a minute.
Whoa. That's not very nice.
But the bottom of inning number 6, I feel like for both these teams, we're definitely in a pitcher's duel, but for both these teams, they're not swinging to the best of their abilities, especially the Eagles. It seems like they're mentally going into the batter's box already down 0-1 in the count.
Yeah. Farmington took game 1 of our softball extravaganza by a score of 8-3 over SUNY Delhi. Lisa Trushin got the win in the circle for the Beavers. She moves on to 6-2 on the season. Jessica Dow, Maddie Pike, and Lisa Trushin, all 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Angelina Ventulo also added 2 RBIs to her day.
Liam Kelly gets aboard, smoked that one over to Tembrul, and he'll get aboard. Tembrul did a great job knocking that one down. That one could have been Kelly could have legged out a double if he wanted. I feel like we can say that about Tembrul. He's got the error to his name, and the 2 unearned runs are because of that error. But other than that, he has knocked down everything over there. Hunter Curtis tried to lay down a bunt and is just popped up behind the catcher.
Sometimes this team can either lay down a beautiful bunt or they are the worst bunting team in the country.
Saw it 2 weeks ago against UMF. They were able to place down some beautiful bunts. Having a tougher time today against Rodriguez and the lefty. And Curtis sends this one foul. 3-pitch K for him last time. Looking for a better AB here. 2 foul balls already. Liam Kelly aboard via the infield single. Officially unruled an error.
Game 2 of our softball campaign today. An extra innings contest. UMaine Presque Isle and SUNY Cobleskill currently knotted up at 2 in the top of the 8th inning.
Another 3-pitch K for Hunter Curtis. He's got the double to his name, put together a great first AB, but 6 pitches and 2 Ks in the next 2.
So with Farmington's win as well, they will face the number 1 seeded, undefeated in conference play Husson University Eagles. 19th ranked Husson University Eagles. And the winner of Cobleskill and Presque Isle will take on Thomas at 4 o'clock.
Henry Lossier stands in the box in a 2-0 hitters friendly count. He's going to square to bunt. That one's going to drop in for a strike, pulled back on the off-speed pitch. Now a 2-1 count. Approaching 100 pitches on the day. Rodriguez has been dominant in all of them, and he is going to roll over a double play here. If they can turn it, Lossier is going to be safe at first. So just the 1 out at second is Kelly. And 2 outs in the inning.
Liam Kelly didn't want to fall victim to the obstruction, so he started his slide about 42 feet away from the bag.
After that AB, Carlos Rodriguez officially at 105 pitches on the day. He's looked dominant. He looks like he can still go, and this one might help him go into the 7th if it stays in, but no, just out. Poisson put a good swing on it. He had one of the ABs of all time last time.
That is very much true. For those of you that do not know, it was a 2-2 count, foul ball off his foot, and then a pop-up that hit the sky that fell and went foul. A perfect foul ball that would have been a homer if it was straightened out, then a strikeout.
Lossier will take off, takes it with ease. Every time he steals second, he takes the bag with him.
Every time.
No matter what, every time Henry Lossier steals second base, the bag goes with him.
Yep. I think it's happened like 8 or 9 times so far this year, and I believe 7 or 8 of them have been Henry Lossier.
0-2 count to Poisson. Squared to bunt in that last one. This one, another pop-up foul. He's putting together some quality swings. Again, just hasn't really straightened one out.
Henry Lossier up to 15 for 16 on the stolen bases. One behind Cobleskill Jeffrey Gutierrez for second among active playoff players.
Strike 3 looking on the outside part of the plate. A lot of zeros on the frame in these last 2 innings. And we are knotted up at 2, and we are going to the top of the 7th. We welcome you back for the top of the 7th. 85 pitches for Avery Lawrence so far. He's only allowed 2 runs, 3 walks, but has 6 strikeouts and only allowed 4 hits to his credit so far. Jaron Harrison will step in. His last AB showed bunt and then immediately swung, ended right up in the glove of Emerson. This one right at his knees, moved out of the way for it. And that is how the top of inning number 7 starts in a 2-2 ball game.
Linden has some action over there. Got a lefty standing on the mound.
Redmond was warming up earlier, but he is a righty, so he's been sent back down. Another good contact from Harrison, but this one in the glove of Libby instead, and he goes down. But here is where the trouble has been for Avery Lawrence today. The 9-hole hitter, LaFrancois. 2 bloop singles for him today, beat out both of them. Immediately stole second base, and he came around to score twice. He is the reason it is knotted up at 2s. He's going to show bunt. He's been legging him out. Try to do a nice little, more of one of those softball slap hits that you normally see.
By process of elimination, it is Tyler Kimball. Because they have 2 lefties, and one of them has thrown 2 innings this year. So, by process of elimination, that lefty is Tyler Kimball, who's no longer standing on the mound.
We've gotten word it's number 11 for Linden up and moving.
Tyler Kimball.
Boom! As it'll be a 1-1 count to LaFrancois.
I've been around this sport for so long, I can understand.
Jake himself, a lefty, pitched for Wells College.
I was a lefty hitter. I threw right-handed. I probably would have been better if I threw left-handed.
This one could be trouble again. Hunter Curtis making the call, and out goes LaFrancois. And a deep sigh of relief for probably Zach Sugar in that dugout.
It's also a dangerous guy here at the top of the order with Cesar Cisneros. On base twice with a walk and a single.
Laid down a couple bunts, or at least shown him at least, in his walk and his single. Spent a majority time squaring to bunt. He'll be looking at strike number 1 here from Lawrence. Shakes off Kelly, and pitch number 2 of the AB is into the side of the turf. Bounced in front of home plate. Clouds have covered up the sun. This one rifled right back up the middle, and aboard is the leadoff man, Cisneros.
Moves to two for 3 on the day.
A sack safety squeeze last time for Dunton. Laid it down absolutely perfectly. Baseball gods definitely smiling about that one. Perfect small ball execution. So look at strike number 1 here. Runner goes. Kelly up and throwing. Bounces it in there. He's out of there. What a throw from Liam Kelly. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th. Knotted up at 2.
Liam Kelly was like, I'm not letting you guys steal anymore. I'm throwing you out. We'll see you in the bottom of the 7th.
109 pitches for Rodriguez. He trots out for inning number 7 of work. He will do it against the 9-hole hitter Yates Emerson before returning to the top of the order. Number 12 has looked solid today. Came across the score in the 3rd inning, reached on an error, and then had that single in inning number 4. Have not seen him since. The Eagles have gone quietly the later we have gone on with Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, once again, has been as advertised. The big lefty.
That one looked appeared outside. Yates Emerson didn't like it, but 0-2 goes the count.
Double barrel action for Linden.
That one honestly looked better than the last one, to be honest with you. But it will be 1-2 goes the count. 2 relievers up as 112 pitches. But 7 strikeouts now for Rodriguez.
Back-to-back at bats with a strikeout as well.
The order, the second baseman, number 6, Colin Marshall.
Eagles struggling the 3rd time through the order. Maybe better luck through the 4th. 5 of those strikeouts came in the 4th inning or later for Rodriguez. Strike number 1 to Marshall. He had the 6-4 obstruction call double play in his last AB. Here's a little shot up the middle. Blow's going to fire it across the diamond. And Colin Marshall is retired. At this rate, they might get an inning number 8 out of Rodriguez.
That would be crazy. They got the lefty and a righty up in the bullpen.
I'd have to imagine one of those is Bigelow, who has been their star reliever. This one's a slow hopper from Libby. A throw across. 1, 2, 3 go the Eagles once again. He's coming out for an 8th.
Gotta be.
He's coming out for an 8th. That was a quick inning. Still knotted up at 2s here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Avery Lawrence out for his 8th inning of work. He has never gone this far. Pitched a complete game against Farmington, but only went the 7. That was a 7-inning ball game against Farmington, so this is his first time pitching in the 8th. He's looked pretty good. Only 95 pitches, but 6 strikeouts. This is his 4th time through the order now. Dunton back up because of the caught stealing in the last inning on Cisneros. Low strike call here, and Lawrence evens it up at 1s. These two teams went to extras in their matchup a week and a half ago. And the Eagles traveled to Linden. That one was an 8-8 contest when it went into extras. Eagles took it 12-8. Payoff pitch from Lawrence. Gets him swinging. Strikeout number 7 for the sophomore.
Beautiful high and away fastball. It's been working for him so far today. The fastball and all 3 off-speed pitches have worked really well. We talked about that before the game, that he needs all 4 of his pitches to be working today. They're working real well here.
Tembrell steps in. First pitch at his head. Had to duck under it. Dugout saying wear it. I don't know if he wants the concussion.
As someone who's been in a college baseball dugout, that is the very right thing to say in the dugout.
This one a soft popper. Hunter Curtis charging. And down goes Tembrell. Can of corn out there for Hunter Curtis. He's had a couple of those today. In steps Blau. Put it on a good swing last time, but 2 Ks in his first 2 appearances. Good swing that was caught by Holmes. Had to run quite a ways for it in between that center field and right field gap. Rendell made an effort on that one, but fouled off on the first base side as Rendell returns to his position. Another good swing by Blow. That's going to tail off foul. Like we said, Blow can hurt you. 303 average. Hasn't done a lot of damage today. William Kelly on the outside part of the plate, setting up for an off-speed pitch. That one looked to be a fastball.
So what you're telling me is that Blow could deliver a big blow.
Yeah. Good pun. Good pun.
Thank you.
I'll give you a 5 out of 10.
Thank you.
Avery Lawrence payoff pitch. This one, a little hopper over to Libby. He's got to fire it across. Does he get him? He does! What a cannon from Preston Libby. And we're going to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 2s.
Leading off for the Eagles in the bottom.
8th inning of work for Rodriguez, sitting at 116 pitches, but he has looked better as the game has gone on, picking up 5 of his strikeouts late in this ball game. But he is facing a very dangerous part of the order that has gone relatively quiet today. Rendell, Holmes, and Kelly. Here's a slow dribbler that will go foul.
Yeah, but if this is the part of the lineup that you want up in this situation, bottom of the 8th, tie game, game 1 of the North Atlantic Conference playoffs, 2 guys that have kind of gotten robbed on a couple well-hit baseballs. These are the guys that are going to want to do it.
Rendell wiggles the bat. Puts a swing into opposite field. LaFrancois running onto it, but it will be foul, and Rendell will treat to the batter's box. Good oppo power there from Cam Rendell. Just dropped foul on the third baseline. LaFrancois gave it an effort. He almost had it.
He was playing a little towards left center.
0-2 on the outside in the other's batter box. Rendell has put the bat on the ball today, just hasn't had one drop. That one hits him. He's screaming at the dugout. Staring down Rodriguez. Runner aboard for Matt Holmes. Matt Holmes just feels due for a big swing. 0 for 2 today. Very unlike him. 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Has gotten on base via the walk, but he had to work out of that one. He was in an 0-2 count in that one as well. A big swing there from number 25.
You wanna nug?
Yeah.
Career season high in pitches for Carlos Rodriguez heading into today was 108.
He is well past that. He is now at 122 as the ball gets away from Gagno, and Cam Rendell is now in scoring position with no outs.
And that happened back on April 3rd in a 6-inning loss against Thomas. 12 hits, 4 earned, 7 total.
Hear me out. Matt Holmes bunt single here.
Gave up 2 homers in that one as well.
Team baseball. They'll let him swing. They'll let him rip it. It's caught. Rendell didn't realize the shift. It's a double play. Great defense by the Hornets. Sends both Rendell and Holmes back to the dugout.
That is such an unfortunate base running mistake.
Liam Kelly will be up now. The starters have both gone 8 innings. I think it's safe to say officially a pitcher's duel now.
Yep.
We were nervous to call it that for a little while. Both kind of got cold at the same part in those 3 to 5th innings, but since then, both pitchers have absolutely dialed it in. Liam Kelly puts a good swing on it. And hate to be the what-if guy, but that would have been an RBI for him.
Center fielder, number 8, Hunter Curtis.
So the career high in pitches for Carlos Rodriguez was 116, set back April 15th, 2023 in a 7-inning, 6-strikeout game against UMaine Farmington.
Now here's a guy who needs a base hit here. Hunter Curtis, 2 straight, just, I mean, no way to put it bluntly, just bad ABs. Saw 6 pitches in those 2 ABs combined and 2 strikeouts. That one drops below the zone, and he is in a 3-0 count.
UMaine Presque Isle has scored 3 runs in the top half of the 9th inning.
Ooh.
They are 2 outs away from a date with the Thomas College Terriers later on this afternoon.
Roll Owls. That one inside. Curtis, 4-pitch walk. And another running and scoring position for the Eagles as Henry Lossier comes to the plate. You know what?
Big moment, Henry.
Henry Lossier puts together some big moments for this Husson Eagles squad. He might have to do it with a new pitcher, though.
130 pitches for Carlos Rodriguez.
No motion to the bullpen for Curler. He's going to talk it over with his graduate student pitcher, who has looked absolutely dominant the 4th time through the order.
While I was in Carlos Rodriguez's player profile, he missed all of last season. So he did not pitch at all last season.
Head coach Curler leaving it up to his ace, to get out Henry Losier. Losier has put together some high-quality swings all year in big moments. Not a moment bigger than playoff baseball with a runner in scoring position. That one drops in there for a strike from Rodriguez. 131 pitches for the senior. Technically has not allowed an earned run today. That one outside.
Big moment, Henry. Big Losier. That was bad. It's on me. Hand up.
Pitch number 133 from Rodriguez is going to be fouled off. 1-2 count coming. I'm going to choose to ignore what you said.
Yeah. Nope.
And that's how we'll play this one.
Totally understandable. Hand up. That's on me. Should have stopped when I was ahead.
The payoff pitch. Foul tipped into the mitt. Gagno holds on to it. And we're going to the top of the ninth. All squared at twos.
There was no runs on one.
We welcome you back with big number 44 on the mound. The Eagles' ninth inning guy, Ryan Gardner. I will say the Hornets just got one heck of a pep talk down there, and they loved every second of it. They came out of that dugout just screaming. They are excited for top of the ninth action here at the Winkin Sports Complex. Game number 1 of the North Atlantic Conference Baseball Tournament. And Ryan Gardner will give out the first pitch. It will be Doherty looking at strike number 1. Top of the ninth. Tied at twos.
Is it safe to say he's the best closer in Eagles history? Leads the season, single season in saves. I know, Ryan Robb. Ryan Robb's the guy. Ryan Robb's the guy.
Man.
Ryan Robb was that guy.
Something about Ryan and closing out.
Games at the Winkin.
Games at the Winkin. Something about it. 1-1 count. Wow. That one's going on the softball field. What a swing from Doherty. But now in a 1-2 count. 2 Ks to his name. Singled in his first AB. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging on a pitch outside of the zone. But he fouled it off. A soft pop-up. Marshall camped under it in the infield. Out number 1 in the top of the 9th.
Gardner coming in, firing some strikes. Fastball slider, pretty predominant fastball slider guy.
Ryan Alt will step in. He's had some great contact today, but again, he's been met with some unfortunate defense, or great defense if you want to say, from the Eagles. Unfortunate if you're a Hornet, and he will talk it over with Cameron Curler, who has obviously picked up something on Gardner. Interesting. He obviously picked up something rather quickly on Gardner. That was a very long conversation between hitter and third base coach. First pitch to Alt. In there at the knee, strike number 1.
And unlike Framber Valdez, Ryan Gardner will intentionally plunk the guy for picking something up.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
I like that joke. Pitch number 2 over to Emerson. Alt hauling down the first baseline, but out number 2 it will be.
I love when I'm able to take real life things that happen and make jokes about them.
Ryan Gagne, number 34, will step in. No confrontation this time. Pitch 1, popped straight up.
Stay in.
This one might
Stay
be
in.
in play. No, on top of the Hornets dugout. Wind's starting to pick up here. Weirdly enough, the wind's picking up, but that flag's not moving in center field. That's normally our telltale sign. That means it's a rather low wind.
Yeah, that flag was like, yeah, I'm going to take the day off.
The 0-1. Ooh, just missed. Evens the count at 1s. Gardner has pitched so well this year. We didn't really see a lot of number 44 last year. This year we're getting a whole lot of them. Only 2 appearances last year. That's a nice back foot curveball. Just dropped in. But only 2 appearances last year. He's had 11 this year. Someone the Eagles have relied on in every single close game, especially in those late innings. This one's a little drooper. Out to Marshall, has to throw quickly. He got him. 1, 2, 3, go the Hornets. The Eagles have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th.
For the Eagles in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Well, my broadcast partner has left me, so now it's me. Hello, everyone. Welcome in to the bottom of the ninth inning. And my broadcaster partner is back before a pitch has even been thrown. Caden, welcome back.
I was moving. I was absolutely moving.
Known Husson legend Akira Warren was holding me up at the porta potty. But Gagne into pitch. Immediately ball one.
Caden's internal monologue, like, bro, I'll talk to you later. I gotta go.
Gagne, normally a starter. He was who I kind of thought we'd see if Linden was to lose this game, we would see him in game number 2.
I wouldn't rule that out.
That one across the ripples of the jersey, a 3-0 count to Poisson.
The flag decided to show up, starting to move a little bit.
10 starts, but only 18 innings pitched. Gets his free strike there, as I like to call it, in a 3-0 count. That one, an awfully high curveball. Even brings the count full. Poisson sparked. He walks that time, throws the back to the dugout.
Small ball Eagles, incoming.
In my 4 years here, the Eagles have never had as many walk-offs as they had this year.
We're also going to have a runner.
This will probably be Hussey if I were to have to imagine. He's kind of been the go-to guy off the bench. No, it would be Cody.
Andrew Cody,
that is.
We gotta start classifying them now.
There's a lot of Codys on this team. Actually, there's only 2 of them, but
Well, it's a lot more than last year.
Yates, Emerson, bunt defense shown. Have to imagine this one's going down the first baseline. He shows it. It's a pop-up bunt that doesn't fall fair.
A lot of the bunts today has been dropping the bat head. Lots of seesaw kind of. You just gotta catch the baseball. Catch the baseball. See schools use lacrosse sticks in their bunting drills. Catch the baseball.
Shows bunt again. This one dropped by the pitcher. Throws over. Emerson's out. It does the job. Gagne drops it.
That was almost an all.
Wow.
Pitchers are athletes.
Cody was retreating back to first base before he saw the ball. But now the top of the Eagles order with 1 out. So we've seen the Eagles square to bunt, I think, 4 times today, and every single time they have, it has just been popped up in the air. Not a prototypical bunt. Not the textbook version. Colin Marshall, number 6, the senior, looking to add ring number 4 to his trophy case. In this tournament, has to get through the Hornets. The 0-1. Popped up, out behind us. Fans reacting to it. Hits the bleachers hard, and Colin Marshall's going to be an 0-2 count.
No play was made in front of us, by the way. Just got to get something towards the right side of the field here.
A nice little swing by Marshall. He's safe. He's going to be safe. He had to tag the runner. He played the force instead. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Preston Libby comes to the plate.
Yeah, we're getting runners.
This is a good conference by Shug, bringing all the runners and third base coach and first base coach.
All the coaches.
Everybody. Even Matt Holmes, who's not on deck yet.
So this has to mean, and now Coach Curler's going to come out and talk. This has got to be some sort of get caught early release from first base, get caught in a pickle, and try and catch them off guard and have Andrew Cody score from third.
Nah, you're overthinking it. He's just saying, I mean, there have been some base running blunders today for the Eagles. He's just
This is the perfect time to have a base running blunder.
He's just saying slow it down. Slow it down, Preston Libby time. The reigning back-to-back North Atlantic Conference Rookie of the Week has a chance to send the Eagles into the winner's bracket. Obviously, round 2 of the winner's bracket. The winners don't have to play today. So the Eagles will get the day off. They get to scout. Linden looking to, I mean, if they get sent to the loser's bracket, there's a chance they go home today. That's what the 6 o'clock game is. Sending a team home. Preston Libby. A huge spot for the freshman. That one up at his shoulders. Now, Linden has a base to play with here. Do you put one? I'm shocked they didn't walk him here.
They're not holding Colin Marshall on.
He tried to fake it. Now it's a 2-0 count to Libby. He'll go now. So now 2 runners in scoring position.
I had no idea what you were just trying to relay to me.
Preston Libby. He'll look at a strike. The 3-1 to Libby. Too high. Bases juiced for Cameron Dell.
Okay, now the positive. Cisneros is not playing in shallow right field.
That is true. It looks like they are setting up. They're going home no matter what here. Their play is to the second, or excuse me, to home.
That's
and then they're going to go to first instead of trying to turn to the old-fashioned way. Cameron Dell looks at the first one. That one in the turf. Eagles looking to advance into the winner's bracket. Technically the semifinals in round 2. The 1-0 to Rendell. Right down the heart of the plate.
I'm okay with that take. I'm okay with that.
The 1-1. Smoked it foul. Big spot for the senior first baseman. Number 34 has had huge moments for the Eagles this year and in his career. Transferred here his sophomore year. The 1-2 count. This one will be a shallow pop fly. It should be enough. Harrison's running. Here comes Cody. He's safe! The walk-off Eagles do it again! 3-2 your final. The Eagles will play in the winner's bracket tomorrow.
Walk-off Eagles, baby! Team baseball. Sack bunts. Sacrifice flies. The walk-off Eagles strike again. And we will see you
in 45 minutes. The Eagles will play the winner of Cobleskill and Thomas. That game should definitely be a good one. What a game between these two teams to open up the NAC tournament. We will see Linden later today. They will be the 6 o'clock game. They will be playing the loser of our next game. That will take place in roughly 30 to 40 minutes. Me and Jake will be here alongside you. The Eagles go into the winner's bracket. We will see you in a couple minutes.